angel. My honey, my angel, everything. Oh my God, look at you. Lennon. Lennon, why are you shedding? Finish your breakfast. Hey Lennies and bunny lovers, welcome back to the channel. You probably clicked on this because of the title of this video, and it's a video that I've contemplated making for a long time, but the problem with being vulnerable on YouTube is everybody's always rooting for you to fail. And it's really unfortunate. You know, you go through these phases as a YouTuber where you're just killing it all the time, and you at the same time you have these external sources or people just waiting for your downfall because they themselves are unable to achieve what you are achieving. This isn't gonna be like super bunny related, so I'm just being frank about that. I've been on YouTube for like 5+ years now, and I've never really talked that much about, well, I have talked about mental health. I made a whole video on how Lennon has helped me through my depression and anxiety and insomnia. But the truth is that it's a constant internal struggle that I'm always dealing with, and it's so hard to talk about. You know, it's like you don't want to come off as ungrateful. Like, I know I have this great life with Lennon. I have a great apartment. You know, I make videos for a living. There's not a whole lot to complain about on that front. I just want to say I'm not going to go into like great detail, right? I think there's some things that I do want to keep private. I've learned my lesson about like opening up too much on this channel. But when I'm on YouTube and I'm making these videos, I'm assuming a role. You could argue I'm playing a character. You could also argue that character is inherently part of who I am. It's just a different side of myself that I pull out when I need to pull out. My friends and family that know me, I'm typically a pretty shy, introverted girl, and it actually took me a long time to feel comfortable on camera. Like, if you go back to our videos from our first year or two even, you can tell I'm still kind of figuring out the grooves and what works well and stuff. And now that I've been doing this for so long, now it comes more naturally to me. But I think the one video where it really took a toll on my mental health, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, is this video. For a long time, I deeply regretted putting that video up. For the rest of the time after that video, all I ever get are questions about, where is this person? Why haven't we seen him again? What happened? Are you still together? I'll just say this, things weren't as great as they seemed in that video. And I always felt like that you guys were misperceiving what was actually going on in that video. But people still romanticized that video in a way that was scary for me. And then that situation turned out to not be all that great. To this day, I don't want to make like the focal point of this video about that, but I just want to point to that as an example of feeling performative sometimes. There's no other way to put it. And any YouTuber will tell you the same thing. Anytime any YouTuber makes a mental health video about how their mental health is like spiraling downward, this is what they talk about. People don't understand that YouTubers are not machines, and sometimes it's unfortunate, but we assume that role of being a machine, a content creating machine, and we're just pumping out content and content to sort of to entertain people for their entertainment value, and completely neglecting to meet our needs as humans. And I want to be transparent. I value transparency. I've been vulnerable plenty of times on this channel, and there's also times where I'm like very distant, because I wanna keep certain things private. I just wanted to tell you guys, it's not perfect all the time. It's not peppy all the time. It's not. People seem to think that like my whole life revolves around bunnies, that I wake up and I eat and I breathe and I sleep bunnies. People get mad at me. They lash out. Why aren't you responding to my DMs? The amount of pressure that I feel sometimes I don't talk about it ever. I don't, because I don't want to look weak, but the truth is that it's overwhelming. And while there are a few other people who do similar things on YouTube or Instagram, whatever, it's not the same. I mean, I've worked so incredibly hard to get to this level. We're almost at 700,000 subscribers, and while that's not, you know, in the tens of millions like some other YouTubers, it's also no easy feat, and it's a very niche community, which I think is what makes it so much more valuable, right, than just having millions of followers. And a lot of people depend on me and depend on Lennon and rely on us, and it's a scary thing sometimes. I get thousands and thousands of emails and DMs, and I've had people obtain personal information. I've had fans harass and DM like everyone that I follow on Instagram, saying, can you please put me in touch with Lorelai? Can you please have her call me, respond to me? And then people get mad when I don't respond, when I can't fly to their hometown and give them a rabbit makeover. And it's a lot. And then the pressures of the video making. Sometimes people are pleased with it, other times people aren't pleased with it, and they really expect you to just be this content creating machine that's gonna pump out like content every single day, like you have no life. And when you start feeding into that, sometimes the quality might drop or whatever it is, and you go crazy, and then you throw the YouTube algorithm into the mix, and that's a whole other side to the story that YouTubers talk a lot about, is, you know, just competing on the YouTube algorithm and, you know, looking at your analytics and seeing your numbers and all this stuff. It's like, it'll drive you crazy if that's what your life revolves around. And that is what my life has revolved around for years now. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been really hard, and everything that you've seen for the most part it's been from the heart. It's been genuine, and I've always tried to be truthful, but sometimes people misperceive things. And this isn't a video about like, oh, I'm leaving YouTube or anything like that, so don't get it twisted. I'm not like saying goodbye, but I wanted to come on here and explain that I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment. And I just want you guys to know that, you know, you're not alone if you feel the same way, if you suffer from depression, anxiety, insomnia. I have severe insomnia issues. Okay, I haven't slept in like a long time. I can't remember the last time I had a good night's rest. Something I'm always gonna have to be working on. It's not something that just goes away. Something that you live with for your whole life, and you learn to coexist with it. So thank you guys. I will be back with another video ASAP, but this is sort of an interim video to explain where my head's at. Love you all. Mwah.